width. And now we're focusing on those knees. So before we get into some movement, I kind of just want to bring in the concept of self-massage. And so we're just going to hinge down ever so slightly to where we can grab our knees with our hands. And we're just going to do some nice big circles around our knees, about 5 to 10. Swirling that energy, getting it moving. And we're going to switch directions. I'm doing 5 to 10 circles here. And then once we've evened out those circles, we're just going to slowly glide ourselves up. We're going to take a nice wide stance. It can be as wide or as narrow that's comfortable for your body. We're just going to start with some simple side-to-side lunges. We don't want it to be too deep. We want to make sure that knee is still stacked over the ankle when we get into that hinge. So if you look down, you should be able to see just your big toe popping out. And if it becomes too easy, you can spread your feet wider as you come up. So we have the option of staying exactly as we are at this height, or if it's available for your body, you can come all the way down to a nice deep lunge, letting that heel come up off of the mat. But that is only if it feels good to your body. We never want to cause pain, but a little bit of discomfort is totally acceptable. So if we are taking those deeper lunges, let's go ahead and just take one more on either side. Beautiful. We'll come back to center. Our heels are going to come in, toes are going to face the long edges of our mat. We're just going to exhale to squat down. Inhale to come back up. And so again, allowing yourself to only go as deep that is comfortable for you. As we exhale down, maybe checking in with your toes again, making sure you can see those big toes on the insides of your knees. Obviously, you don't want to see big toes all the way back here. Might seem a little painful if you did. Beautiful. Next, exhale down. Let's go ahead and pause. So we're going to take our tail and we're going to tuck it down towards the floor. Bring the belly into the spine. And we're just going to hold for another breath or two. So this is going to start affecting into the hips a little bit with these poses because the knees are connected to the hips. Next inhale, let's go ahead and float ourselves up. Bring our toes to face that long edge of the mat. And we're just going to hinge forward. Coming into a forward fold. So I'm going to rotate to the side so you can see how the back should look. You want it nice and long. If you feel like you're rounding, this is when a block would be appropriate. So I'm going to take another breath. We're going to inhale to a half lift position, letting our arms dangle. And so half lift is really anywhere that's going to be halfway between your fold and your standing position. And then we're going to exhale back down, see if we get a little bit more depth. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale halfway up. And exhale back down. Keeping a slight micro bend in those knees. We don't want to lock the joints. That's how we cause injury. Beautiful. On our next inhale, let's go ahead and come all the way back up. And we're going to exhale. Feet together. Just to walk it out for a second. All right, so now we're going to go back to that wide leg. We're going to take our left toes facing that short edge of the mat. Back toes are going to come to a 45-degree angle. Front heel should be in line either with the middle of the foot, the heel of the foot, or the two heels should be on parallel train tracks. Kind of just depends on your body anatomy and what feels best for you. So go ahead and play around with that. Anyway, we're going to keep our chest to that front edge of the mat. We're just going to exhale and inhale. And so checking in with the toe, big toe, making sure you can still see it. And then also checking your form. If you're going too far into that knee bend, we're going to want to give ourselves some more space. And so we're going to do 5 of those. That was 4. This is 5. We're going to come back up. We're going to shift our torso towards that short edge of the mat. So this might be where you need to shift that back foot to give you better alignment. Keeping the spine nice and tall, we're going to exhale and inhale. Keeping our tail floating to the floor. We don't want our butt tail feathering. Again, doing 5. And after that 5th one, we're going to lift up onto the back toes with the heel up. So if this is uncomfortable for your body for any reason, you can skip it, or you can use one of your blocks underneath your heel for support. Starting with those straight legs, we're going to bend and extend, bend and extend 5 times. On that 5th one, though, this time we're going to hold because we're going to add in a little challenge. We're going to exhale the knee towards the floor so you can come down an inch, or you can come all the way down and touch. Inhale back up. Again, we're doing 5. On that 5th one, we're going to take the back foot, step it forward, roll it down to an angle, straighten the legs. If you have blocks and don't have them to frame that front foot, go ahead and move them and adjust them real quick. Resetting ourselves up, back foot still at a 45-degree angle. We're going to inhale to lengthen and exhale. We're going to hinge at the hips, letting our hands glide down our leg to find the blocks of the floor, and we're coming into a triangle pose, this is pyramid, I apologize. This is pyramid pose. By getting a nice stretch along that whole back side of the left leg, taking just a few more breaths here. And when you're ready, we're going to inhale all the way back up. And we're going to exhale back to our wide-legged stance. Go ahead and switch your blocks to the other side. Before we transition sides, let's go ahead and just exhale into a fold. Feel any differences we've already made in the backs of those legs. Inhale, we're going to halfway lift, squeezing those glutes a little. Exhale down. And inhale all the way back up. Let's go ahead and switch. Right toe still on the edge of the mat. Left foot comes to the 45-degree angle. Torso is going to stay on that long edge of the mat. We're going to exhale, bend. Inhale back up 5 times. After 5 times, we're going to inhale, extend. Exhale, we're going to twist our torso to frame the short edge of the mat, so we might need to adjust our foot ever so slightly here. Nice big breath in. Exhale, we hinge. Inhale, we come back. Again, 5 times. Extending at the top, we're going to rotate that left heel up over the toes. So again, if we need a block to give us stability, or if we just want to let that heel find the floor, whatever works for you, or skip it if it hurts. Then we're going to exhale and inhale 5 times. And that 5th exhale, we're going to pause. We're going to add in that knee drop. So nice big breath in, and as we exhale, the knee's going to float towards the floor. You can drop down an inch, or you can drop all the way down to touch. Lift ourselves back up. I'm going to keep that spine nice and long though. Shoulders are soft. Hips are strong. So our pelvic floor is still floating up and inward to support the base of our spine and our intestines and our digestive organs. After 5, we're going to step that back foot forward ever so slightly, really straighten. Nice big inhale. And exhale, we're going to hinge over that right leg now into our pyramid pose. So again, allowing our hands to find the leg or the block. Breathing into the back, that thigh and that calf. Let's take another breath or two. We'll gently inhale ourselves all the way back up. Exhaling to our wide-legged stance again. Let's take one more inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold. Let's go ahead and hold in this fold for about 2 to 3 breaths. Soften those knees. Beautiful. And on an inhale, we're going to slowly float ourselves all the way back up. Heel toes, feet together. And with that, this will be the end of knee joints, part 1. We're going to have a part 2 for knees too. Yeehaw! Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you on the next one. Okay, bye.